Member for Reid.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Treasurer. Will the Treasurer please outline how the Morrison government's economic recovery plan is lowering taxes and providing jobs to help families through the challenges of COVID-19, particularly in my electorate of Reid?
The Treasurer.
Well, thank you very much, Mr Speaker. I thank the member for Reid for her question. Acknowledge her prior professional experience as a psychologist, working with children with autism and making a substantial contribution to our community in that regard. Now, Mr Speaker, the member for Reid, like all members on this side of the House, understands that the budget was about one thing: creating more jobs across the Australian economy. In fact, creating nearly 1 million new jobs in the coming years, Mr Speaker. And, Mr Speaker, we saw in the response to the budget consumer sentiment increase by 11.9%, Mr Speaker. And we saw consumer confidence increase for 6 consecutive weeks, Mr Speaker. The economic recovery across the economy is underway, but there is still a long way to go. Now, Mr Speaker, in this budget, which was all about creating jobs, we were doing so by tax cuts, bringing forward by 2 years the Stage 2 tax cuts supporting more than 11.5 million Australian workers, providing 2 additional $250 payments to pensioners, to carers, to veterans and others on income support. Backing business, Mr Speaker, recognising that 8 out of every 10 jobs across the economy are in the private sector, by providing an expanded instant asset write-off which allows business to write off machinery and equipment all in year 1, Mr Speaker, and a loss carry-back measure which will be important for previously profitable businesses that became loss-making during COVID. We're bringing forward infrastructure projects as well, Mr Speaker, and cutting red tape and investing in research and development. But, Mr Speaker, while I was in the electorate of Reid the other week, I had the opportunity to visit a local business, a business that is well known to Sydney-siders, Papa's Patisserie, Mr Speaker, in Five Dock. Now, Mr Speaker, an amazing story. Salvatore came to this country, set up a business with just 1 staff member. Today he's employing more than 170 staff. Now, when COVID hit, he saw his revenue and his turnover fall substantially, and he relied on JobKeeper to keep those staff employed, Mr Speaker. But now that the virus has been suppressed, people are coming back through the door and those jobs are back, and he no longer needs JobKeeper, Mr Speaker. This is the success story across Australia as we've built the bridge to the other side of this crisis. Now, I can, Mr Speaker, testify to that baked ricotta cheesecake like so many other Australians. But it's really what Salvatore is doing for so many of his workers and so many other businesses across Australia. JobKeeper has helped them get to the other side so that we can rebuild our economy and secure Australia's economic future.